Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, TV, with another reaction video. Let's get right into it. This one's called Why U.S. Produce Eggs Are Banned Across Europe and Vice Versa. I've always thought every country produced their own eggs. Unless you live in a cold climate, then you might probably have them imported. I don't see U.S. eggs going across Europe. But anyways, it says it's banned, but let's watch the video and see what this is about. Let's get this to 100 likes if we can. Appreciate you guys, man. Let's do it.
In the United States Department of Agriculture, or the USDA, lays out regulations for how food products should be produced and processed to ensure food safety. The United States Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA, on the other hand, determines the best food consumption practices to minimize health problems. Ironically, they also determine how much rat hair should be allowed in peanut butter, rat feces in your spices, and...
What? Come on, man, don't put it like that. The way he said it, I was just like, ugh. Peanut butter. Ugh. Why would you say, man? Why would you say that, bro?
cigarette butts in your sandwich. Unless you find more than 30 insect fragments or 1 rodent hair per 100 grams of peanut butter, 9 milligrams of rodent poop per 1 kilogram of wheat, 75 mites per 100 grams of dried mushrooms, 1...
That's how they do it? So you're saying those stuff are in there. It's just not to a, big amount. Oh my God. This is going to make me become vegan. I think the more reaction I do on these food, I'm going to become vegan. My girlfriend's already vegan. So she's been trying to convince me to give up meat for like 15 years. So
maggot per 100 grams of tomato juice, and 13 insect heads every 100 grams of fig paste.
13?
The FDA expects you to compromise with this situation because, well, no food practice is perfect, humans make mistakes, restricting food laws will increase food prices, and bugs aren't that gross. Some of them are quite healthy. At the same time, the USDA has laid out guidelines for how commercial eggs should be produced, processed, and stored to make sure eggs remain safe for public consumption. The UK has their own regulations, but their regulations are quite opposite to those in the US, making it illegal for eggs produced in the UK to be sold in the US and those produced in the US to be sold in the UK.
Really? Okay. I didn't even know like that was a big deal. But look at her cart. Really? Really, lady? Just all fruits, huh? You go, girl.
UK. But if guidelines in both the cases are made for food safety and are in the public interest, why are they so contrasting to one another? Which of them is the right practice, or are both of them equally good? In the case of American eggs, the USDA requires its egg farms to properly wash and sanitize their eggs before they reach consumers in order to remove any dirt and feces on the exterior of the eggs. These contaminants are bacterial in nature and may pose a food safety threat when they enter a kitchen environment. For instance, one may crack open an egg and then proceed to prepare a sandwich with those bacteria-ridden hands. Also, eggshells are porous, so there's a possibility of microbes leaking inside the egg. As per the regulation, eggs are washed with warm water, at least 20 degrees Fahrenheit warmer than the internal temperature of the eggs, and at a minimum of 90 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
A detergent that won't impart any foreign odors to the eggs is also used. After washing, the eggs are rinsed with a warm water spray containing a chemical sanitizer to remove any remaining bacteria, and then are dried to remove excess moisture. Every step of this whole process is scientifically designed and must be executed with extreme care, otherwise this procedure can lead to more damage than good. For example, the drying of eggs is crucial because a dry eggshell acts as a barrier to bacterial intrusion, while the presence of moisture makes the shell more permeable, exposing it to a pathogen attack.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not sure, I don't know the difference, but I saw white eggs, now I'm seeing brown eggs. The eggs that we have right now in my kitchen is the brown because my girlfriend is vegetarian. I think she gets it because, what do you call it? Like even the meat, she doesn't eat meat, but I do. So she buys like meat that's like, cow that's grass fed. And I think it's the same thing for the chickens. Because she's like, look, I know you don't want to be vegan, but I'm going to try to help you and protect you as much as I can. So she buys those things. But I think that's the difference is Brown is not. I don't know. Maybe it's the food that they give the chickens that makes the egg brown and the egg white. I think the brown is more farm. I don't know. I'm just guessing because I really don't know the difference.
Furthermore, moisture itself may act as a medium for bacterial growth, and water provides an excellent vehicle for pathogens.
Well, then why do we put it in fridge? Because don't the refrigerator do that though? So why do we put eggs in the refrigerator? I don't know, man.
Such as salmonella. The right temperature of warm washing water is important because water colder than the egg could cause the contents of the egg to contract, sucking polluted water in through the shell. Results may get worse if a facility is not careful enough to regularly change the washing water and eggs are left to sit in the dirty bath. With such high risk of bacteria, if cleaned improperly, the UK and almost all of the world except the US believe that eggs...
Wait, what? Class A eggs should not be washed because of potential damage of physical barriers, such as cuticle, which occur during washing. Such damage may favor trans shell. We even throwing that? We even calling eggs trans? I'm joking. With bacteria, moisture loss of thereby increase the risk of consumers. Oh, wow. Eggs should not be washed and cleaned because such practice. What?
Eggs should not be washed or cleaned before they're sold to consumers. As far as dirty eggs are concerned, the EU's egg marketing law encourages good husbandry on farms. Because eggs can't be cleaned or washed, it's in the farmer's best interest to produce the cleanest eggs possible, as no one is going to buy their eggs if they're dirty. This may not sound too convincing to you, but there's more to it. An egg carries a thin layer of coating on its outer surface called cuticle. This layer naturally protects eggs from almost all contamination and also keeps the eggs fresh for longer periods. Washing eggs damage most of this protective layer and makes them vulnerable to contamination from pathogens.
Why does it seem like we're doing everything backwards in America then? Why is that? You see the shirt that I'm wearing, right? This is a UK plug. I'm so fascinated about the plug that it just blows my mind that I made a t-shirt. Now you're telling me we're washing the cuticles away and we're drying the cuticles, which is a protective layer, just like the earth has that little layer. Never mind, man. I feel like we're doing everything backwards. I don't know.
And other microorganisms. In absence of washing, an egg is capable of protecting itself naturally, and if care is taken while handling the eggs, the contamination of kitchen environments can also be eliminated. The UK thus believes that a little care is better than the huge risk and cost of washing eggs.
Wow.
Another thing that makes British eggs and American eggs different to one another is how they're stored. In the UK and almost everywhere in Europe, you can see eggs sitting in unrefrigerated shelves of supermarkets.
Wait, I've never heard. Wait. You guys don't put eggs in the refrigerator? Huh? Even when we go to the store, it's in the frozen aisle with the milks and cheese and stuff. Nah, wait, I'm hearing this wrong.
To one another is how they're stored.
Okay, wait a second. Sorry, I'm pausing it too much. It's a reaction channel. I'm reacting. Sorry. It just dawned on me. You guys that have been watching me, you know I was not born here in America. I'm from Cape Verde, west coast of Africa. We didn't have a fridge when I was growing up, so we just had eggs on the table. And we were fine. So why do we put eggs in the fridge here in America? Because I just thought about that. We didn't have fridge growing up, and yet the eggs was perfect. Oh my, I don't know, bro. Wait, but then again, we had our own chicken, so if we need an egg too, we just go in the chicken coop, get it, and cook. So yeah, I don't know. It's different. But I never knew that in Europe, you guys don't put eggs in the fridge.
In the UK and almost everywhere in Europe, you can see eggs sitting in unrefrigerated shelves of supermarkets. The EU regulations stipulates that eggs should in general not be refrigerated before selling to the final consumer. Chilled eggs, when left outside at room temperature during transit between the supermarket and the customer's home, may sweat and form moisture on its surface, facilitating the growth of bacteria and probably their ingression into the egg. The American system, on the other hand, instructs its seller to refrigerate eggs under 40 degrees Fahrenheit in order to decrease the risk of salmonella. Salmonella isn't a big problem in the UK because European farmers have been vaccinating their hens against salmonella since the 1990s and have received good results. Vaccination in the US is not a common practice. Because of all of these differences in how eggs are processed and stored in the two nations, British eggs are significantly richer in taste. But how would you know? British eggs can't be sold in the US, and the US ones in the UK.
I'm slowly gonna start just becoming a vegetarian, or I want these plugs in America, and if we can't get them, what do I do? Just move to Australia or the UK? Is that the next option for me? Why does it seem like the smallest things, or the things that we don't really think about, is done so drastically different from other places in the world, man? It's almost like, in a weird way, US is like, no, we're the big bad wolf. You know, you can't tell us what to do. And that goes for everything, even the way we treat our eggs, even though it showed that taking care of the chicks as a farmer will kind of help and eliminate most of those things. But no, we just go put it in the fridge, let it sweat in the truck. Bro, I think if I do a couple more of these videos, I'm going to become vegetarian. I'm just going to tell my girlfriend, look, stop buying meat. I'm going to join you. Honey, I'm going to join you, Elizabeth. Anyways, man, that was actually a pretty interesting video about eggs. I never thought about eggs like that in my life. I'm actually going to tell my girlfriend about that. I don't think she knows that UK and USA totally takes care of their eggs differently. Especially with the refrigerating thing. Like, what? I'm going to go and take my eggs out of the fridge. I'm just... Wait, but the way we treat in America is different than the way we treat in the UK. So if I go and do the UK thing in America and put the eggs out, it may kill me. So I can't change the process because it has to be from ground zero to step 10, you know? I can't just eliminate step 10. I might get sick, man. I don't know. But anyways, man, love you guys. Keep your head up as always. Till next time. Peace.